Hey, how you doing? This is Kitch. You are watching me play Factorio, and I have a tank. I figured it was time that we just kind of came down here and took out some of these bases down here, and I'm getting a little bit risky with the tank plowage. But I wanted to put a big hole in that base, and it looks like I did. Looks like we've got another one over here to the west. The pollution on the map was getting ready to hit that base, and I wanted to go ahead and take care of it before we started putting some pressure on our line over there. I'd rather that line just deal with expansions because we're not, like, automating anything at it. So I didn't want, like, a full-fledged biter attack coming from this base all the time. So, yeah, we just wanted to take care of that. Let's see. It looks like this one has some big biters. I'm not overly excited about that. And it looks like we just got their attention. Moving around in circles, not to make anybody dizzy, but I'm actually trying to pick up a little bit of speed so that we can just kind of go in here full steam and plow through like a lot of this stuff. And I've plowed through absolutely nothing. Yeah, these bigger biters are going to be a bit of a thing, aren't they? Yeah, we just don't quite have the oomph to deal with them very well yet. All right, so new strategy. Don't know what that is yet. First thing I want to do is get rid of those big biters, and yeah, these should go down pretty quick. It's just the actual biters and not the spitters that are the annoying ones. Let's go ahead and repair up. Little straggler there. I think what I would like to do, now that we have robots active, is come down here a ways. And let's set up a little bit of a line. And they'll just keep those guys busy for a little bit. And maybe we can come through here while they're distracting all of those guys. Pick up a little bit of speed. Okay, they found me. They found me. Nothing else, we can always run to the turrets. Okay, they're going to distract some of those biters, and we can come here on the side and just kind of plow through some of this stuff. Oh, and I left my robots out. That was not a wise decision. Does one of you want to repair? Okay, no, I took them in. All right, we'll just sit here and hang out for a little while. Yeah, I like the tank. There's something kind of satisfying about just being able to plow through stuff, even though if you don't do it very effectively. And it's such a, I feel like in my playthroughs, it's such a short window that I really get to enjoy the tank. Because artillery comes, it's not that far away. And I generally like to keep things clear, so, or at least somewhat well defended, so there's not a lot of little intermittent biter struggles. I like to take them in big giant bites. So it's, yeah, like the first clearings with the car, second one goes through with the tank, and then it's artillery from then on out. Or if nothing else, like a wall. I haven't used nukes in a long time. Those are extremely satisfying to use. Maybe that's something we'll look into in this playthrough. That should be all the bases, right? Yeah, that's all the bases. Let's get these biters taken care of, and then we should just have a worm or two down there, which you know, we can just plow right through. All right, let's drive through some acid to go ahead and waste some more repair packs. I'm going to go ahead and repair up, and then I think it's time we go and complete, well, maybe not complete, but at least continue working on our expansion. I went ahead and ran some railroad tracks over on this side, and what are you doing? Who are you? You are the science train. Why are you going all the way over here to turn around? I guess even with the weight of these train stations, that's still not effective? We may need to set up a turnaround or something like that because, yeah, I don't want him going all the way over there. That just doesn't make sense at all. But yeah, I'm going to take my tank back to base. I think that's all the clearing we need to do for now. And we will hop in the train and start building a couple more outposts. All right, I have made my way up here, and I think about at this spot right here is where I want to drop down and start making some stations. Seems a good place as any. And let's see, let's go ahead and get rid of those trees. And take out those signals, and I don't think we really need a T-junction here, but... Let's see, that's like half of a T-junction, right? Because trains are only going to be coming from that way. There's no sense in doing more than we need. Let's see if I remember how to signal something. We want a signal going out there. We want a signal going out there. Actually, we want that to be a chain. That to be a regular, because we don't want a train stopping and blocking. Actually, it doesn't matter with that. But we don't want a train stopping at that signal, so we want that to be a chain signal. All right, this is going to be on the way out. So we'll put a chain there. Can we move? Nope, that's where that goes. All right. Signal placement seems so arbitrary sometimes. That'll be a chain, that'll be a chain, and then we want regular signal, chain. That's an intersection. Boom, boom. This way looks good, that way looks good, and that way looks good. Think that'll work. All right, so yeah, we'll take this going down this way, and I think we just want to take this straight down and pull out our red station book. And the iron train is going to be a four-car loading on the right. Maybe put just a little bit of slack in that. Yeah, like that right there, I think, is where we want that to be. We'll take that going around, and let's see, we're going to need a couple more stations here. Maybe just one? I see this oil right here, and I'm thinking, why have two stations when we could have one, and then we could take out this four-way intersection and just turn that into a T-junction? There's not going to be a lot of traffic up here. I think I'm going to hold off on it for now, but I think we'll leave space for it to be a thing someday should the need arise. So yeah, let's just go ahead and pull this up. We'll want to make room for that to be a station someday. All right, so in this situation, I want this to run, but I want it to stop right there. Okay, and it's going to do it. It just didn't want to do it at the first part. I was going to get into rotating and stuff, but that doesn't seem like it's going to be necessary. And I don't know that this needs to be that far away, really. Let's bring that a little closer. Something like that, and then we'll put another one right there. Well, actually, would that work right there? I mean, that's really, really close. I'm good with that. We'll have a station here for like passenger stuff, as well as for the oil station, should we want to expand there someday. And actually, now that I'm thinking about it, how's this going to work? Is that okay? I mean, technically, there's nothing wrong with it. Doesn't feel right though, does it? Let's just work with it and see how that goes. Okay, that is the curve we want right there. That is going to come on around. Actually, I don't want to take it that high. And do that right there. Is this is too tight right here, isn't it? Yeah, that's not enough room. This is what happens when I start getting all crazy like with stations. I tell you what, let's do it right or not at all, right? It's already an outposting episode. It's supposed to be long and monotonous. Let's make it more so. We need to make this work better. I'm not happy with the way that's looking. Let's, instead of having it up and down going directly out, because I think that's what our problem was, we can have it going across. So that's still going to be the out rail. But we'll take... Let's see, if all those go out to the bottom, we'd probably want to line that up a little bit lower. Not that low. Maybe like right there. So that would be our bottom line, and we would instead have our station loading right there. So we'll have the iron come down, we'll have some belts, and they will come over and hit that station right there. And then, with that, we can put a station, like, right there. And maybe one right there, and that'll make that spacing just a little bit more clean. Nitpicky, the other one totally would have worked. But, sometimes I can live with things, other times I cannot. Alright, we'll take that up. You need to tie into that line. And you need to tie into that line, and it's at that point where we can start going back. There we go. All right, then you can come in and hit all three of those stations. All right, I like that. I like that a lot better. Yeah, it's totally not a big deal, except that it totally is. That would have bothered me for the whole game. All right, that going out looks good to me. We can make kind of a semi-parking area right here just by throwing a couple of signals down. And there. there, and there. There, and we can easily make, like this right here, the crude station, should we ever want to combine those together. All right, how are we looking here? Everybody good? Okay, that's fine. Let's go ahead and move over here, and we'll get our miners down. We want these to run to the south. And I guess we can start them maybe here. Let's see. Let's get... let's do the big book. I had the little shorter one, but it looks like... Oh, we're going to hit trees, so I can't just run. There. And we can clear out some of this stuff up here that's just totally not needed. Try to save the little bits of underground where I can for no other reason than it gives me something to do. And take out some of these miners that really aren't going to be doing a whole bunch for us. All right, I'm good with that up there, I believe. I would like a miner there, though. Not sure if that's going to work or not. That will. All right, and then I think we can convert over here to our smaller one to get like some of these like stragglers on the bottom, like you. That one right there is covered. I think all you guys are covered. Looks like it. All right, we'll just go ahead and leave all of that. Okay, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, that's convenient because we have 8 lines going into here. So let's grab a good old 8 to 8 balancer. I do like to balance things like ore coming in. It seems to make a lot of sense to me. Just so that all your cars get an opportunity to get the same, because then you get like, you know, this one right here and this one right here aren't going to produce nearly as much as this one in the middle. It makes me feel better, put it that way. You'll go into there. You will go into there. Oh, we missed one, didn't we? Yep. Boy, I'd like to look into getting better armor too, to get some more robot action going. I just feel like I mean, they've been helpful, definitely. It's just I feel like over the last couple of episodes, I'm starting to feel that we don't have nearly enough. Okay, you go in there. And finally, you go into there. All right, that's going to take a little while for them to complete. Just go ahead and continue this on down. You are going to go into there, you into there, you into there. And you know what? We actually have a blueprint for this now that I'm thinking about it. That is in the station book. I added some little helper belt segments here. That's the one right there, right? No, I would go right there, technically. All right, I believe that is going to lay the foundation for our station. Let's let the robots work while we go ahead and rename it. I'm going to call this pickup. Item equals iron ore. This one is going to be a stop. Item equals iron ore. And this one's going to be... No, I think we'll just call it spare right now. Because I don't know if it's going to make sense to move the oil over there or not. We'll just have to see traffic later on, but we'll leave it open as an opportunity. All right, how are we doing on stuff? Not too bad. Let's go ahead and grab the power. We'll get that going down here. Because that's going to be an important thing. All right, and yeah, then I guess we just kind of help these guys along. That's not very helpful. Yeah, and eventually we're going to have to take the ore that is coming in from the base and integrate that in as well. And I think we're going to have more than enough ore coming in from all these different places. I have a tendency to overproduce in my ore production. It's kind of a good problem to have. I don't know. But I don't like to spend a lot of time messing with outposts and things like that. I just kind of want to get it all taken care of and have that taken care of. And we can have that local ore as a backup. That is not going to hurt my feelings at all. If we go ahead and fill in these belts, we can at least get this balancer somewhat set up. And get some of these lanes a little bit better evenly distributed. How are we doing on stuff? We got a couple of miners. We've got quite a few miners, actually. We do have undergrounds. We do have belt. So yeah, it's just a matter of getting these lazy bots to go out and do their stuff. Are we out of power poles? No, we've got those too. All right, there is all of the miners out of the way. I should say out of the way. We've used them all up. All right, and I'm just going to go down some of these larger belts and just figure out what the holdup is here. Okay, looks like underground belts and things are missing. You're going to go fix that. Great. Got an underground here missing. All right, and at least that is flowing right now. And starting to fill up. We're going to have to come back with some miners, but that is okay. At least we're getting a lot more iron coming through there than we used to have. Let's take that on back. And I think it's about time we get some trains up and running. Let's see. I believe this may be the last science we have to science. We needed, what did we need? We needed some electric power. No. Is it just miners? Was that it? I think so. Well, we should have a big giant box of those. And we also should probably go and look at starting to make some trains. What do we need for that? Steel, iron, and green circuits, I believe. Do we still have some of those? Yeah, we got plenty of those. And actually, you know what? I think we've got some engines in this box right here. We don't have engines in this box. They're in my pocket. We have 17 of them. How many do we need? Okay, we need 20 for a train. Let's come through here, wrecking stuff. It's hard to drive on the belts. Grab some excess steel, and up here where our robots were packing stuff up, we should have a big giant box of engines. Yeah, there we go. Let's see, we need 1, 2, 3 locomotives, and we need 8 train cars? Boy, I think that's like right on. We'll toss some wood in there too. All right, and I think this will get us started. Let's head down here. And we'll make sure to get these stations set up. I'd like to get a coal line running through here so we can refuel these, because these aren't going to stop down at the other station. And it looks like we should have a good opportunity to do that here. See, if we ran that goofily going that way, and then ran that goofily going this way, I think we could fuel some trains with this. Oh. Take that up a tile. That'll go through there. And come on down here. And this will work. That little hole there has always annoyed me in that balancer, but now that I look at it, I'm like, oh, that's kind of handy. All right, I'll take you through there. And then, just for consistency's sake, we could take this up one. And you feed like that. All right, then we can take the fish filters off. And that'll get us some fuel going for some of our trains. Okay, so our first one here is going to be the iron ore train. It's going to have 4 cars. And you know what? I haven't been coloring stuff. Let's color things. Make this good little iron color. And we want to add a station pickup. Pick up iron ore. Did I not just name that station? Am I not seeing it? Was that just a realistic dream that I had? No, that's it. Pick up iron ore. Did I not see it on the list? Oh. Station is not accessible from current position. Oh, what have I done? Drop. What does that mean? Let's go see what this means. While we're doing that, we will do a full cargo there and an empty cargo there. Now, it is accessible from here. Okay, I'm like really confused right now. All right, let's go to, can you get to drop? We got to figure this out. No, we have one more level of follower robot count. And yeah, I'm going way over on this video, time-wise. But this stuff's important. Very important. Okay, but you seem to think that you can't make it to there from here. Why would that be? The blocks are correct. If I go into manual mode and go right here, it's accessible. But from here, it's not. Okay, no, from there it's not. Okay, I may have been reading that wrong. Okay, so it's still registering as inaccessible. Okay, let's go find out what's going wrong. Yeah, I see you up there, robots. We'll be back for you someday. Wow, did you see that thing stop? Stopped on a dime. Okay, so we want to go... Oh, I missed it. That's the one thing I don't care for this intersection. It's really hard to manually drive through. Okay, that's the one right there. Seems like I got where I was kind of good at it one day. Okay, can you make it? Can you make it from here? No. And why do you have coal in you? Nobody knows. Oh! If I would have just looked. Okay, there we go. That's going to be much better. Speaking of looking over here, let's grab a radar and put that down. And then we can switch you to automatic, and things should be just ducky. All right, this makes me happy. We have our iron problems are solved, basically, or are at least kicked down the road. Hopefully, so far that we won't need to see them. And we're finished with science, at least until we can make some purple science, and we shouldn't be that far off from it. I got to looking at it. It really doesn't look that bad. Rail, electronic furnaces, productivity modules. The amount of rail concerns me a little bit, because that's a lot of rail that's needed out there. But they take a very long time to make, and it takes them 31 seconds, or 21 seconds to produce. So yeah, hopefully it'll all even out. I haven't really looked at the numbers yet, but I will definitely do that in between episodes. Thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it. I will see you in the next episode where we get the rest of these trains up and running and we start working on Purple Science. Thank you for watching. See you next time.